No problem, no problem.
Thank you, man.
I'm back.
I've been waiting for you for hours, but man, it's been long hours.
I'm sorry. I had to get my brakes replaced.
Yeah. Ah, it's cool.
No, I had to make sure I could stop by.
Yeah. Brakes are important because
yeah,
you can.
These are the brakes. Need to take a break sometimes, you know. Yeah, you need to slow down.
I saw you even took a break at Twitter. What's going on? I think 3 days now.
Nah, 16 days of activism.
Why? What's going on?
Nah, I don't need to tweet. Let's see how you guys do without my voice on Twitter for a good 16 days of activism. Let's see.
So
I'm being an activist. 16 days of activism of not tweeting.
Yo, so this is until when?
16 days of activism.
Damn.
So from the 25th of November until when? Till the 9th of December.
Are we gonna miss you there?
It should be better.
Yeah. Man.
By the time I'm back, Musa Kauda will be back.
Musa Kauda will handle everything.
He'll be back.
On your behalf. Man.
Yeah.
I wanted to speak to you about a lot of things that have been happening for the past few weeks. Dark and stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
A lot, man. There's somebody got killed. There's a boy who killed himself because of rape
allegations.
Stuff. Yeah, let's start with DJ Sumbody. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
Hey man, it's the streets. I don't have any thoughts on that. He was obviously part of, you know, the street life, and you know the street life has got its street rules, and that's what it is. And then you can see that the street life doesn't value black life. You know, no one's coming out. Julius Malema went there, Cassper and Nyovest went there. No one is calling for justice. No one is saying, hey, our brother got killed. You know, it's like, no one is saying, hey, we need to find whoever did this. No one is saying, hey, justice. No one is saying anything about justice.
Can you please come?
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, clearly they don't want justice.
Damn, man. And so, it's really tough, man. Like, seeing those pictures and everything, like, it's something else, man.
You know? That's it. But I mean, at least kids who are looking up to know that, hey, if you choose the street life, that's how you end up. You know
what do you mean about the street life? Is it
whatever it is on the streets, whatever's happening on the streets? The stuff that we don't know about, you know.
Did they really own taxis?
I don't know. That's the thing. In the streets, like, nothing is on paper, right? So exactly. We don't know.
The moment I read that they owned taxis, I knew like
nah, it's not even about that, dog. It's just like you can see they bought bottles of champagne, they popped bottles of champagne, they did everything, but you know. What have they done for their families that is still standing to this day, that will remain? Nothing. Can't tell me about Natimbulai. Natimbulai,
it's super scary, man.
They didn't even pay him for the royalties on that song. On remote control. You understand? So
maybe it was their deal with Cassper. We don't know.
No, there was a lawsuit that settled that matter. So, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is.
That was super crazy, man.
So yeah, I mean, you know.
Damn. I think something is going on because after a few days, after he was killed, a few days later, I think someone who works for him or something got killed too.
Who?
I don't know. I think they said something.
I don't know about that. I don't know, man. I don't know about this. What happens in the streets? Stuff. I'm not a street dude.
Hey, damn, it was crazy. Let's talk about Bafana's Sithole, man. What happened to him is something that you talk about almost every time, in most cases, right? So Bafana's Sithole, for those who don't know, he got accused of like rape by this girl. I think they were attending the same school and stuff. Then because he couldn't handle it, he killed himself. That's cool.
And then he wrote her mother a suicide note.
Damn.
And it is what it is. Like, now kids think that suicide is the way out of any problem. You know what I mean? At least if he commits suicide, then he can go out as a hero. Then people will post up his pictures, he'll get the attention that he never got. But you're dead now.
That's the problem.
You're dead. You understand? You want attention because you're dead. You made your mother cry. You made your entire family suffer.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh no, let's feel sympathy for this boy. If you feel sympathy for this boy, you're encouraging other kids to kill themselves as well. Because other kids are going to think that suicide is an answer for their problems. They don't celebrate this kid. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
The mere fact that it doesn't matter if someone accuses you of rape, bro.
Yeah. But
you know what I mean?
He was scared.
He wasn't scared, dog. He's pathetic. He's a pathetic little boy, right? Who wanted attention, and then he killed himself so he could get attention. Trust me, he was gonna find any excuse to kill himself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have just said no. This girl, she opened a case against him in the police station.
No.
She just posted on social media, right? Go to school, tell the teachers that someone has posted something on social media that is against them. They reprimand that girl. You go to the police station. You open up a case against her for criminal injury. You understand? And then you're sorted. The police will go and arrest her for posting that. They'll make her delete that post, and then you'll be vindicated. It's a very simple thing. Now we can't even hear how to resolve. Now we must hear, oh, you see, when girls falsely accuse people of rape, this is what they do. No, dude. When girls falsely accuse a nobody of rape, it doesn't affect their reputation because you don't have a reputation to begin with. We didn't even know who the fuck Bafana Sithole was before this.
No, it's not a matter of reputation. It's a matter of like he was feeling at the time.
His reputation. He killed himself because he said she's ruined his life. She's ruined his reputation. Dude, no one even knew about this whole entire thing. The country didn't know about this. No one in the next neighborhood even knew about it. No one in the next school even knew about it.
Yeah. It's only them in that area.
And how long are you supposed to be in school? Are you planning to be at that same school forever?
No.
Okay, fine. Even if you're at that school forever, is everybody else planning to be there forever?
No.
So chances are you're going to leave that school. Everybody else at that school is going to leave eventually. So then why are you trying to protect your reputation for people who are not going to be there forever? And now you've killed yourself, which is there forever. Your death is there forever. You'll forever be dead.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's because we're encouraging clout. We're encouraging all this nonsense stuff.
Yeah.
Kill yourself for clout. Be the next Riky Rick. You know, everybody's going to put your picture up in their profile picture.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I'm serious. Why do you think I never posted a picture of Riky on my timeline? Why do you think I never posted? I don't want to be part of that celebration of the stupidity of his actions. I don't want to be part of it.
Because, hey, man, this boy really hurt his mother, man. Like,
he hurt his mother, he hurt his family, he hurt everybody. You know what I mean? He hurt everybody.
It's crazy. Do you think Riky's suicidal?
I mean, how can it not encourage other kids to choose suicide? How can it not? Because you see how everywhere Rick wins an award at the BET Awards. He's getting honored now that he's dead. And you understand?
Yeah.
Think about it. Everything that they're doing now to preserve Ricky's memory is encouraging kids to believe that if they die, you know, they'll also become superheroes.
Yeah, they're gonna be celebrated.
They're gonna be celebrated after they're dead.
Yeah.
And we should be celebrating life. We only celebrate black men when they're dead. And that's why we're encouraging black men to kill themselves. We're encouraging black men to kill other black men. We're encouraging them to show that their lives only have value once they're dead.
I don't know. I'll never commit suicide myself.
But that's this culture that we're part of now. We're part of a culture that says celebrate black men when they're dead. Look at all the greatest black men. Steve Biko, we celebrate him. Why? He's dead.
Yeah.
Robert Sobukwe, we celebrate him. Why? He's dead.
Yeah. Everyone. Take off everyone.
Yeah. We celebrate black men only when they're dead. And the ones that are alive, we demonize them.
Yeah.
We demonize them until they die or they quit or they leave there.
Yeah.
A guy like Sizwe Dhlomo. Sizwe Dhlomo is an exemplary man. He's not an abuser. He's not abusive. He doesn't, look at how black women want to bring him down just because he's excellent at his job. And he'll never put a foot wrong. They want to bring him down. Oh, he fired the sports lady. Who the fuck is the sports lady? Mpoma boy, what does she know about sports?
They want him down.
What does she know about sports? You understand?
Yeah.
Other than swallowing a soccer player's cum. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Seriously, that is all she knows. That's the only credentials that we can say, okay, yes, she swallowed this soccer player's cum. He played for Kaizer Chiefs, he played for Bafana, so therefore she's got credentials. So now you want to fight for Mpoma Boy to have a place on radio just because she swallowed some soccer players cum.
And on not just
and then you are upset because Bobby Cooper is now on SABC doing a sports show when she has dedicated her life to sports. When the reason why she got into music is because the doors were closed for her in sports. You closed all the doors for Bobby Cooper in sports. She had to make it in music. She had to make herself famous enough for her to open up those sports doors that you guys closed. And who was it that closed the doors? It was the incompetent women who got there because they sucked the right dick. That's who's closing the doors for other women in sports. And then they want to destroy the men that are there. Knowing how hard it is to make it as a black man, they want to destroy any black man. They're not happy. As long as the black man is doing well, Sizwe Dhlomo, we cannot see Sizwe Dhlomo succeeding. Mac G, we cannot see. A black man must not succeed. If he is succeeding, it's because he's gay. Seriously, that's what they want.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You understand? I mean, what does your generation feel? What's the hope for your generation? Think about it. My generation, we had our own battles. We chose to get into music and arts and everything else to make something of ourselves because we knew that, listen, the business world, our fathers are not the captains of industry. So we don't have a door open there. The one thing we can do is that we can fuck up the internet. We can make ourselves famous. We can get music to the people. We can use technology to our advantage, unlike the previous generations who needed to get through gatekeepers first. And we did that. What were the girls doing? They were watching us. Now the girls want us to open up the industry, put us a seat at the table. Girls, you did not sweat when we were sweating. You were not sleeping on floors when we were sleeping on floors to get where we are. What were you doing? You were jumping from dick to dick to dick to dick, taking shortcuts, taking the profit. Once the man has worked his way up, you now want him to take that money and buy the bottles. You haven't done the work, girl. You'll go from dick to dick to dick until they're all done. Until they've dicked you down. And until you've got no more value. And then you get tossed into the streets. Then you want to say, oh no, they abused me, or they raped me, or whatever, because no one wants you anymore. Why? Because there's new girls that can be put onto the dick right now. You understand? There's new ones every day.
Every day there's a new 2000 coming.
You understand? A new 2000. Soon it'll be 2010s. The 2010s are coming. 4 years from now, the 2010s are going to be the ones that are fucking up the game. You understand? And then what? Because you're not building. Within your own generation, you're not building. In our generation, we had Facebook, we had MySpace, we fucked that up. We made ourselves people who have got value right now. You know? That's it.
These guys are crazy. They don't know who Susan Dhlomo is. They don't know that guy.
But either way, for us as men, they want to remove a role model for the boys. They want the boys not to have Sizwe Dhlomo as a role model. You're not going to remove our big brother Sizwe. Sizwe's our big brother. He's our role model.
They don't know.
You see how people respect him. You see how he came to MacG and he sat down and MacG respects him as a big brother. He's our big brother. You understand what I'm saying?
As an OG, everybody says it. Every man says Susan Dhlomo is an OG. Every man.
You understand what I'm saying? When AKA was wilding out and everything else,
what did
AKA? And then what did AKA do?
Apologize.
Why? Because you respect your big brother. Because in this game, let me tell you something. If we, as the younger brothers of Sizwe, decided to disrespect him, then he's not going to be able to play his role as a big brother. Then everybody's going to be fucked up. Then there's going to be younger kids that are going to come and disrespect us. And we won't be able to play our role as big brothers.
Same thing.
So if I want the younger kids that are coming up underneath me to respect me, I need to show them that I respect my big brothers. Sizwe's my big brother. People will say, NOTA, let Sizwe say you. Why must I say something about my big brother? Why must I disrespect my big brother? He's my big brother.
Like, people don't really, especially women, they don't really understand how Sizwe worked hard to get to the level that he is.
And he had to be disciplined. Super disciplined. So many temptations, so many things that he worked hard to be disciplined. Why? So that he could be our big brother. Why? Because we were watching him to be an example for us. His job is you don't think Sizwe could, like, he could have any girl he wants. He could be partying it up, he could be balling, he could be flossing on us, finish everything.
He could be set us ball on the ball on, I agree,
He could really mess up the game. If Sizwe wanted to.
For days,
Think about it. He's got the money, he's got the youth, he's got the looks.
Everything. That's what makes you saying, fuck this nigga, he got every fucking thing.
But you understand? He's not abusing his power. Why? Because he needs to be there as a bigger brother.
Yeah.
For his younger brothers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never had an older brother.
Yeah.
I never had one. I'm the older brother at home.
Yeah.
I've got a younger brother. I know that I needed to be an example for my younger brother. So I know exactly when I look at Sizwe and I know that he's an example for us as his younger brothers.
Yeah.
I know that because I'm an older brother. I know that role.
Yeah.
That's why I would never disrespect him in that role.
Yeah.
Because I know how important it is. It's not just for me. He's a big brother for a lot of us.
Yeah.
You understand? And we need that big brother.
Yeah.
You know, there's not many big brothers like your DJ Smooths.
Yeah.
Those are big brothers.
Yeah.
You understand? Those are big brothers that you have in the game.
Yeah.
There's other guys who use their seniority in the game to just, you know, get like, there's guys like Slicker. Slicker's not a big brother. He's a user.
What do you mean?
He uses the young kids, he misleads them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not being a big brother. That's not being a big brother. A big brother will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Yeah. Like you are right, because you can tell who's a hot man and who's not. You can really tell. Look at DJ's boy and Susan Dhlomo for an example. You can tell, like, okay.
Those are hot mans.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Again, when people are disrespecting DJ Sbu, trying to slander him, who was defending him? Me, as his little brother. Why? You're not going to destroy my big brother.
Never.
That's my big brother. That's the guy I call when I need to go to places where I need to bring my big brothers to say, hey, okay.
Yeah.
You understand? Now I'm going to allow him to be destroyed.
Never.
Never. I cannot keep quiet while they're trying to destroy my big brother. And that's the thing that we see.
Yeah.
You see them trying to destroy your big brother, you keep quiet. And when your big brother is destroyed and the big bullies come for you, who's going to defend you?
My big brother.
No! Your big brother's dead. They killed him.
Nobody.
That's what happens when you kill your big brothers. That's what happens when you kill the guys who are supposed to defend you. That's what happens when you kill the men in the industry that are supposed to defend you.
Yeah.
You understand? You'll all be exploited. Where are the girls that won Miss South Africa now? Miss Universe. She's in South Africa doing what? Nothing. Nothing of significance. Why? Because there isn't a black man next to her that can marry her and they can build a family that can be an exemplary family. There is no Romeo Kumar. Because why? The Romeo Kumalos and all of them are of that previous generation. The Romeo Kumalos of today are us, our generation.
Yeah.
But then I'm already married.
Yeah.
There is no one else. You can't marry AKA. You can't marry Cassper. You can't marry any of these other guys.
Yeah.
You can't marry any of these soccer players. You can't marry Lodge. He's not a. He once his soccer career is over, it's over for him. Once his soccer career is, it's over for him. Yeah, I'm serious. It's over for him. You know that. You know he's not a business person. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only person that you see is going somewhere is Sia Kolisi.
Yeah.
He's in rugby. And you know he's married.
I
Right?
mean,
He's got the right wife to make sure that he's gone. His wife is going to make sure that they never lose the money.
When they need a blackface for any advert, they call him like, hey, my boy, come here. This is yours.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's all yours. It's all his. All of it. Think about that. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Like the reason I think they tried their means to get Susan Dhlomo is maybe because he doesn't mess up. Right?
But
So
that's the thing.
they're always looking for that little thing, like, okay.
the one that they can destroy, that's the thing. And that's
like-
why I'm not part of their systems.
Yeah.
Because they put you in their system so they can bring you down. Me, they can't destroy me. They can't bring me down. I can say whatever I want. I don't care. I don't manga anybody.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not that you can't take anything away from me. There's nothing you can take away from me.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying? And my dad made sure that his kids cannot have anything taken away from them. That was my dad's fight to fight. Now his kids can do whatever they want.
They're always looking for that space. So now they think that they found
They haven't found
something,
anything.
and it's nothing. They cannot do anything.
They just proved that Mpoma Boy is incompetent. And they proved that the station manager at KFM was useless. Because if you actually look at it, like, think about it, KFM's got all the potential in the world to be better than Metro FM. Why they're not better than Metro FM right now?
Managers.
Because of the manager. The station manager is not putting together the best team possible.
Yeah.
Like the breakfast show team, think about it. It could do better.
It's nice. I've listened to it once. I think it's nice offer.
I think it's still better with Thomas and Skumba. I don't think it's an improvement from what they had.
Thomas is cool.
That one that had lots of highlights. And it wasn't because they were YouTube stars. Anytime people would be on there, it was a nice show.
I'll say true because I love Skumba. Yeah, because of Skumba, yeah, I'll say.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I enjoyed this the Skumba one with Bob Mabena. It was a banger.
Understand?
Yeah.
Imagine, that's a generational broadcasting talent, Bob Mabena.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Even
Even now, I still watch it on YouTube.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? So how are you gonna get that? How are you gonna get a guy like Bob Mabena, a jammer? You can't. It's not a dime a dozen these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as much as, Dina Ranaka, yes, she's a goat on radio, but she's never been able to do it on her own without having to bring someone else down.
Yeah.
The way she dominates soul. It's not a partnership, and they stuck like that for 3 years.
Yeah.
You can see every time you watch it shows every single time.
It doesn't feel like original. It doesn't have that authenticity. It's like
you can see that these people come to work together.
It's like okay.
There's no chemistry.
Like,
you cannot build a show where you think that we only see each other at work. You guys actually have to be people that are a team. You understand?
Yeah.
When I used to listen to radio as a kid a lot, there was two Mark Gilman, and then Tato and Tato.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah, DJ
on
Fresh.
Wi-Fi. Tato and Tato in the morning. Best show.
It was a bang.
Tato and Tato in the morning. That was the best show ever, Doc.
Yeah.
Best show ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So yeah.
Because on one of your interviews, I think you were with Zinga. You said you got sold the job on Kaya.
I explained exactly.
Yeah.
I explained.
So why did you get him like a perfect opponent? Like
I didn't. I got him a job at Kaya. Not which job.
Okay.
Jack. It was just about securing a salary.
Okay.
That was it. I didn't
specify. Even if he was a cleaner,
I was just asking for someone to put in a good word for him.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And we did, and that's it.
So who do you think would be perfect for him, or with
I think they can still work on it. Dino's a good broadcaster. He's a good broadcaster. They can still work on it. It's just that they need to work on it. They actually need to work on it. It actually needs to be something that they do deliberately.
Yeah.
Whether they need to book themselves their own team building holiday, they get paid enough money.
Yeah.
They get paid a lot of money to do those shows. You know what I mean? And there's not enough radio spots in Gauteng, in Joburg. It's the most lucrative radio market in the country.
Yeah.
So you guys have got a breakfast slot. You got a 3-year contract, and you're halfway through there. So up until your 18 months, you got your first 18 months.
Yeah.
Right. After 18 months, it's cheaper to get rid of you than it is to keep you.
Yeah.
You need to understand that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So right now, it's still cheaper to keep you. Right now.
Yeah.
But after 18 months,
that's when
you could be fired at a 1 month and they'll pay you out for the remainder of your contract. It's fine. You understand?
Yeah, you can tell by the relationship when you watch it, like, okay. Compared to Skumba and...
What about McG and so?
Yeah, you can tell.
You understand? So now when people have to compare, they always have to compare that chemistry. And they will always compare that chemistry. So your job is to make sure that your chemistry is just as good so that, they want you together. Seriously. Now, they haven't done anything to fix the chemistry. Why don't they bring Dhlomo onto the show?
Yeah.
The same way that LKG come onto the show. And when LKG came onto the show with Thingamajig, I'm telling you, LKG, you put LKG on a show with Soul Penduka.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's fire. I'm telling you to this, right now, radio station manager, LKG, Soul Penduka, that is a perfect fire radio team.
Yeah.
That is a fire radio team. A fire radio team.
I don't get it. They just... Maybe it was a good idea for them at first. It is proper, but it needs, like, chemistry. They need to build their relationship, for real.
It's very easy to build that relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Back to those things.
Which things?
Societal and rape allegations and stuff, right? Earlier this year, your wife's, I don't remember what, hairstyle or whatever, put some tweets about you, accusing you about abuse and stuff, right?
No.
No, not abuse. Not abuse, really. What was she saying?
Who is that?
I don't remember who was holding your wife's account.
I don't know. The stylist.
Yeah, the stylist, right? Okay, basically.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, your wife, right? Put some tweets that you abusing her. I think emotional and stuff, right?
Where?
Come on.
I haven't seen that.
I probably read something mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's never been something like that.
For real?
Never.
And then I saw something on YouTube, those YouTube shorts. I'm really sorry, man, for putting this serious allegations up on you.
Nah, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
Hey, I should, when I make research, I should get my...
I'm just saying, that maybe they've got that opinion. Someone said that. But there's no such thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because you and Riky were close, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel that it was selfish for him to take his life?
Yes, I've always said that. I've always said that. I'm still very angry. I'll never stop being angry at that. I'll never.
Yeah.
It's an unforgivable thing that he's did. I'll never at any point understand, accept it. No. I'll never come to terms with it. I'll never forgive that.
Yeah.
It's an unforgivable thing.
Also to everyone, man. It's mostly to his kids. I think it's super.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. That's why it's unforgivable. For me, it's not even about anybody else. It's about his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's unforgivable. I'll never be able to forgive it, and I'll never accept anyone. Oh, I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah.
Fuck that. The day I found out, I said, fuck that nigga for that.
Yeah.
I didn't attend the memorial, none of that nonsense.
Everything?
No, why would I do that? Then I must come to this thing that he planned. So I must come and cry. I must now take part in it. No, fuck that. Nah, fuck him for that. For real, fuck him.
Yeah, it was very selfish too.
Nah, fuck him.
To be honest.
Fuck him.
Because I think a few months back, there was some news that Bianca is about to lose their house or something.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
No, I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, they say she's about to lose their house or something. I don't remember really quickly. Something because they will not leave.
Did you check?
Because
did you check your sources?
Yeah. Because they were not legally married.
No, that's been sorted out now. Yeah, that's been sorted out.
Oh, now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't about losing the house.
It was about what?
No, it was about making her the executor of his estate. And that's another thing that makes me angry. Why do you leave your wife, who you introduced to us as your wife?
Yeah. That's all we have been knowing all along.
That's but it is.
Yeah.
We accepted her as a wife. I give her the respect that a wife gets.
Yeah.
You understand? That's my brother's wife. Yeah. Now, my brother, on the other end, did things to make his wife have to now go to court in the middle of mourning for him, in the middle of cleaning up his mess, apart from the mess that she always cleaned up while he was still alive, because I know that my brother was a very messy dude. You understand? Yeah. I know that he was a messy dude. I know the things that he did that were messy. You understand? Yeah. That's fine. On top of everything that she had to do, she then still has to fight in courts. Can you just see the level of selfishness?
It's too much. It's too much. She must be disappointed wherever she is, man.
She's a mother. Imagine if your mother was too disappointed to mother you.
Yeah.
She was so disappointed, she just left you. She can't. She doesn't have the time for that. She has to be a mother.
Yeah.
She doesn't have time for that nonsense that you're saying that she must be disappointed or nonsense. She doesn't have time for that nonsense. Why? Because she's alive and her kids need her to be on point. Doesn't matter what has happened to her. Her kids need her to be on point. Doesn't matter that this selfish nigga took his life, destabilized the whole entire family.
Yeah.
She needs to be on point. And that's the most... How am I supposed to forgive that? That everything that he's still putting her through, she has to wake up every fucking morning and deal with his mess that he wasn't man enough to take care of. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to protect. He failed. He left them out there in the open.
Super sad, man.
You know, it's
like I never knew Riky or viewed him in that way. Like I knew someone as a family value, someone who's loving. I never thought maybe he would do something like that. Everything that he did.
You understand?
Like,
and then everybody, oh no, hey, let's celebrate him. And I just look at that, I just keep quiet. Because I can't. What are we celebrating, man? If we're celebrating this nonsense, then we're saying, yo, do it. Your father must also kill himself.
Nah, I need him more. I still need him.
I'm just saying, that's what you need. That's what you're celebrating. We're celebrating fathers that kill themselves. We're celebrating fathers that kill their kids. Celebrating fathers that remove themselves from their children's lives. Permanently. Because a father that runs away, at least is better. You can do something about that.
I did the same. I fired.
No. It's redeemable. You can change it. Death is final. You can't fix the fact that Ricky's dead. It's 2022. He died this year, so it hasn't even been a year. But he's not coming back. Whether you post him on your profile picture for the entire year, he's not coming back. And why are you posting him on your profile picture?
Because I love you.
No. It's because you're using him for clout.
Nah.
Yes, because you know that people love him. Yes.
Nah.
It's not about that. I'm telling you.
I personally did that because
that's fine. You to celebrate him, right?
Yeah.
Now it's over now. It's past. I'm saying that past.
Him.
Okay.
I've
Why?
him.
I'm not talking about you personally. I'm saying a guy like a Cassper. Why does he still have Riky? Because you want sympathy.
He changed a few days ago.
To who?
To him and DJ Sumbody.
Imagine. So someone has to die. So you're collecting dead friends like Infinity Stones. Like Dragon Balls. Once you got 12 dead friends, you're Goku.
Come on.
I'm just saying, you know, shout out to all my dead homies.
Hey man, it's crazy.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, you know.
It's super depressing, man. Like it's hard to think of. It's super hard. Like going back to Cassper and DJ Sumbody, after I think it's his family who officially announced his death by putting out a letter, right? A statement, I mean. Most people were focusing on Cassper somehow. I don't know how. They were yo,
because
for Cassper and stuff. I think that's really messed up.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They don't know his family, dog. That's the thing, and that's his job. His job was to make sure that people know who his family are and who. But he didn't do that. He didn't take his family with him along on this ride of being DJ Sumbody, so people won't know his family. They know somebody. They know Cassper. Yes. The same nigga that owes him money, the same nigga that screwed him out of the deal, is now the nigga that's going to be taking all the celebrations. Meanwhile, he didn't even bring somebody along when he performed at Global Citizen. You understand?
Yeah. It's crazy. I didn't get that. People who were sympathetic
but that's
to him,
people will always be sympathetic to the one that they know. They want if they know Wealthy and something has happened to someone that they know that is close to Wealthy, they'll feel empathy for Wealthy because they know Wealthy. You understand? Wealthy must be going through a lot right now, and they know you, and that's all that sympathy is about. It's about he's got a large fan base. So all his fans, when they are sympathetic towards him, it'll make it look like no one's sympathetic towards somebody's family. It's just because his fan base is bigger than anybody that supports somebody. And that's all there is to it. And he did well. He spoke well. You know, he knew that the spotlight was on them, and he made sure that it's about celebrating somebody, you know, and not about making himself feel sorry for himself. But I mean, he knows. He knows it's the second funeral that he's speaking on. You know, and again, another friend of his that he's burying, having not fixed things. He owed somebody money. Riky he owed Riky money. Patrick Shy, he couldn't even attend Patrick Shy's funeral because he's the reason why Patrick Shy killed himself. You know? All of this happening in 1 year.
Yeah, it's been,
In 1 year.
Is it 1 year?
All of this is happening in the same year, 2022. All of this has happened in 2022.
Damn.
It's been a tough year, 2022, hasn't it?
It's been,
It's the first year since people are coming out of COVID. So they're trying to readjust or trying to figure it out. Because they thought that the world was ending.
But a lot has happened. People are supposed to be having like some hope now, but it's the other way around.
Things are getting worse before they get better. They get worse before they get better. You must remember, things get worse before they get better. So right now, things are going to get worse. 2023, things are going to get even worse. You know? Global recession. Things are going to be really tough. And they're going to be tough on the poorest people. Don't look at things like inflation and all those things, because those are lies. Because when they say inflation, they mean that the prices have gone up. But for poor people, when prices go up, what happens? We just don't buy.
We just don't buy it all.
So now, even if the price of let's say mincemeat has gone up, who cares? Because we didn't buy it. We don't buy mincemeat anymore. You understand? Instead of spaghetti, the price of spaghetti has gone up, but we only buy 2-minute noodles now. We don't buy spaghetti anymore. Seriously.
That's true.
And that's the majority of the people. So when they're talking about this inflation and everything else, what are they actually trying to say? They're actually trying to say to the shop owners, we are telling you to increase your prices by this much. Why? Because we want you as shop owners to also pay more for when you get financing from the banks, because we control the rate at which you are able to get financing from the banks, because we borrow to the banks. So all that Lesije Khanyago is saying is, shops, raise your prices this much, and when you borrow, you'll have to pay this much more. You understand? And if you've saved, you'll get more interest. You know what I mean? If you've got bonds, they'll go up. You know, if you're investing in the stock market, maybe reduce your exposure into the stocks and keep your money in things like banks and everything. They're just trying to help themselves. The banks are just trying to recover. They're just trying to make money. You know, they've printed a lot of money. They made money very cheap. That money is circulating now.
They need it back.
They need to make a profit on that. So they made it cheaper to get you all in, to get you all in debt. And now that you're all in debt, they increase.
Whatever you're owning,
And that's it. So it is what it is. They're telling the landlords, you can increase the rents. Yo, guys, you can, because that's inflation. Because why? Because now people are saying, hey, inflation is up.
We're just being told.
You understand? So if inflation is up, it means that, hey, it's
kupuli rent.
Mele skupuli rent, ngoba isn't those zotur. And then what happens? Things become more expensive. Duh, because you told everybody to increase their prices, motherfucker. Yes, that's why they're getting more expensive.
It's crazy.
You understand? How are things getting more expensive when the taxi price hasn't increased? The taxi price hasn't increased, but everything else is getting more expensive.
Even the taxi price.
And the taxi price increases because everything else, because now what they're seeing, hey, petrol just got more expensive and everything else, you know, roll-on is more expensive. You know what I mean? Makwa penny is more expensive.
You can choose which one do you prefer.
You understand?
There's a cheaper one and standard.
But sooner or later, you're going to choose the cheapest of the cheap. You don't wear perfume anymore. Who cares if the price of perfume is increased? Because we don't wear perfume anymore. We wear X now. You know? So that's what it is. So we're seeing a lot more of that. But otherwise, how have you been doing? How's your year? When did you start recording out of this place?
4th August.
Yeah, so it hasn't even been a year.
4 months there. 4 months.
My
year was okay, tough here and there, happiness here and there. I'm glad I started the podcast. That's one of my highlights for the I'm glad. I'm glad because I didn't have anything to do besides going to school and everything. I'm just super glad.
And then what else happened?
In which sense?
In terms of so you started school from when?
I'm doing my second year at first. Okay. Yeah.
Doing what?
Bachelor of Social Work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a social worker?
I'll graduate from my parents. Yeah. Then.
How?
I don't think I'll become a social worker.
They need social workers.
I do sometimes, but I don't think I'll do.
Imagine all these young men, the Bafana, Sitholes, who's gonna support them? Where was the social worker, the male social worker, when you were in school?
None.
Exactly.
Yeah, I might be because of those reasons. That's why, yeah, I might be because like we needed like social workers, like
exactly.
for real, like
you do.
Like it's in high demand right now. Like
exactly. It's not that in high demand. It's in our communities.
Yeah.
We haven't had social workers in our communities.
Yeah, like we never did.
You know, and that's
yeah.
it. So that's what you should be doing.
Maybe in some case, like a person like Bafana could see a social work and then gets better or something.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you need to start speaking to more social workers. Start interviewing social workers.
I'll try.
About their work, what work that they've done, things, cases that they've done.
Yeah, I've been speaking to some because I was...
But talking about on podcasting.
Okay.
Part of, part of making it cool.
Yeah.
You know, because now, okay, you've spoken to some people who are known on YouTube and everything else. Yes, that's part of the thing. But now it's about, okay, what do you offer?
Yeah.
Because now you're just speaking to people who've already got their platforms, who've already got numbers, and yes, it helps you get numbers because you're speaking to interesting people. Yeah. But now, how do we now then, now that you've got a platform, now that you've got an audience, how does it fit in with what you're doing?
Yeah, it's a great question.
You know, it's like this part of investing in yourself.
It's like education that question mark, like what are you offering? Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
What do you have to offer of value?
Yeah.
And speaking to social workers is very important, you know, from various areas.
Yeah, like they do have interesting stories. Because I've been speaking to some, like from last year. Yeah, they have a lot to tell. Like
exactly, so that's the thing. So speak to them. You record it. Now that people know who you are as wealthy. What happened to you? I saw you were in part of this, the podcast network WhatsApp group. What happened?
I don't know. Penuel just woke up today. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Why were you removed?
I don't know. Penuel just woke up today and removed me.
Maybe it was by accident.
It was never by accident. I was like, okay. That's that.
It can't be. Maybe it was by accident.
For real. I was like, what's going on with Penuel today? It's like, today's my birthday.
Nah, maybe it was an accident. Maybe he did that by accident. So, you study at Wits?
Yeah.
You live in Randburg?
No, I live at Marshalltown.
So how do you get here?
I go to MT and take taxis. I sacrifice a lot.
Where in Marshalltown do you stay?
Next to the Absa building.
Oh, I used to stay in Marshalltown.
Yeah.
I used to stay at Ashanti, 10 Anderson Street. Yeah. That's a nice place. It's a clean place. Marshalltown is clean and it's safe and it's in town. You know what?
Yeah, it's cool.
The insurance company Zurich. They pay for all the security there.
Yeah, there's a lot of security everywhere.
Yes. The Chamber of Mines is there. A lot of the big mining companies are there. So yes, there's lots of security there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's it. There's a saying, jealous people don't necessarily want what you have. They just don't want you to have it.
Yeah.
They don't want you to have anything. So it's not about, they're not jealous. They hate you. Yes. Jealousy is not about, because that's envy. No. Jealous people want other people to suffer. They want other people to have nothing. They don't want you to have anything.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I got a call Penuel and I was like, hey, what the fuck is going on today? Like, he removed me early this morning, right? Early this morning. I was like, what's going on? Like, okay, let me see like how the day goes. Like, hey. Yeah.
And then how did that go?
No, I didn't ask him because I was preparing to come here, but I'll try and check him later, like what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
speak to him.
I don't know.
Call him.
Me and him are cool. I think we're cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then other than that, there's nothing else you want me to update you on?
No, I just wanted to ask you, why did you refuse to be MT's manager?
No, I'm not a manager, dog. I've been telling people I'm not a manager. I own
No.
a record company.
Yeah.
Yes, I was not going to manage him. And obviously, I offered him a deal.
Yeah.
But I took it off the table.
Why?
Well, it's actually still on the table. I just didn't enforce it. It's still on the table. Everything is still there. He signed on the dotted line and everything else. But I want him to go to rehab first. That was the condition under which I will enforce the deal.
Yeah.
So everything's still there. The money is still there. Everything that is still there.
Yeah. So when he approached you, which time was it?
I went to him. I approached him. This is after he tweeted that his wife has abused him and all that stuff. He was doing all that stuff. So I saw him, and then I met him outside the BP garage in Waterfall.
Yeah.
Where there's a Nando's, right?
Yeah.
And while I'm talking to him, dude, stumbling, he's falling over.
Yeah.
And then some woman had her son asking for a photo. So she came with her son, and they took a photo with MT. Yeah. And I thought to myself, I'm watching him, I'm helping them take this photo, and I'm like, this kid is looking at MT and seeing their hero in this condition. The mother doesn't even care that they just want a picture for their child, but no one cares about what condition he's in. And I'm like, you're going to throw money at this guy. He's going to self-destruct. He's going to destroy himself. So for me, I wanted him to commit himself to getting on the right path. And I could see that this guy is committed to being on the right path. This guy is committed to ensuring that he's there for his family. Until he does that, I cannot support him. You know, until he does that, all he gets from me is tough love. And sometimes you need to give guys tough love. Because I don't want to bury MT. You understand? I don't want to do that. He's my younger brother. Exactly. So I want him to succeed. I want him to be there to raise his kids.
To be clean.
You understand? You can see that this guy is not in the condition that a human being should be in. It's not the condition that a father should be in. And that's the thing, that no one looks at him and says, dog, do you ever think, what do you kids think when they see you?
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Did you watch the Osbournes?
No, I didn't.
Okay. If you watch the Osbournes, you'd see Ozzy Osbourne. If you look what drugs did to him, you don't want MT to end up like Ozzy Osbourne. You know, Ozzy Osbourne is clean now, but drugs really took his best years.
Drugs are bad. There was time when I think it's getting, I don't know if it's getting better, but there was time it was worse. That's when I stopped following him. It's like, no.
You can't follow someone who's destroying themselves, who's killing themselves.
I think it's after I dropped Manando. That time, nah.
You understand?
It's worse now.
And that's it. So, you know, that's what I want. I want him to recover.
Shout out to you for not exploiting him. Because if it was another person, like, yo.
They'd exploit him.
Like, say, let's go.
They'd exploit him. They'd exploit him. That's exactly what they would do. They'd exploit him. You know what I mean? That's the thing, is that you exploit these people. You take advantage of these people. Oh, he's on drugs. That means I can screw him over. That means I can make sure that he signs bad deals. You understand? The nigga said in his first record deal he smoked. He was high when he signed it. Imagine me, I say, yo, sober up. You're not signing anything until you come from rehab, and I know that you're clean. Yes, why? Because I don't want you to be complaining that you were high when I gave you money. You understand? That's it. I want you to be clean.
He even says that you just went there and signed. Like,
that's it.
Didn't even read.
Didn't even care. Didn't even care. And now what are you complaining about?
The papers you saw, he signed. They saw Fifi Cooper Paul, they'll be like, yo, they want that. Then
that's it.
It's crazy. Krutman, thank you for coming. I know it's annoying sometimes when I call you that, yo, can you come and something. I'm just a young kid knocking. I'm trying. I'm on my way up. You know, when you're on the ground, you need to do your level best to get up.
So at least now we've got a picture of what you're going to do. You're going to be speaking to social workers. Focus on that. Now you've got numbers. How many subscribers do you have now?
I'm going to 1K soon.
So after this episode, you'll have 1,000 subscribers.
I hope. I'm praying for it.
Yo, subscribe to this guy's channel. After this episode, we need to have 1,000 subscribers on his page. Making us a promise. 2023 is going to be focusing on content where he's going to be speaking to social workers, you know, because we need it to be cool to be a social worker. We need to teach people what the amazing work that social workers do, you know, and he's going to be able to do that as part of him finishing his course. That's going to be your course. So you're going to focus in 2023 You've done podcasting training, you've done broadcasting training, you've learned how to ask people questions, you've learned how to interview people. We know that, okay, fine.
Yeah.
At least you're dedicated to it. You've got a studio where you're going to be working from, so you know where your studio is.
Yeah.
And then all you're going to do is that you're going to go to social workers, and then you're going to do your social work via podcasting. Speak to social workers, amplify them, in the communities, so that people in certain communities can see social workers. In fact, what you should be working on is working on a channel with your friends at school, like a chat room where people can find social workers that are in their area.
It's interesting.
Like an app. Like a school project. That's what you guys should do for 2023. Find your friends that are doing social work and make it simple. The same way you can find an Uber, you should be able to find a social worker.
That's simple. It's not that difficult.
That's your job.
If I can get you, come on.
That's your job. So you put that together, make that your school project, so that people can find social workers, and then you can chat to a social worker. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Good man.
Sharp.
Come on. See you next day, guys.